So what is going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 2 of our Liverpool career mode on the PS4. And thank you guys for suggesting players that you wanted me to go ahead and buy, and in this episode you will see the players that people have suggested to me, so therefore thank you for that. The first player that we are actually going to be officially signing is William Carvalho from Sporting. We signed him for 2.5 million plus Lucas Leiva, which I think is pretty cheap, and you'll later on in this episode you'll see what rating it is and how good he will be. Obviously he's not going to fit into the first team squad at the moment because we do have Steven Gerrard sitting in the centre defensive mid, and I don't want to put Steven Gerrard on the bench because Steven Gerrard is one hell of a good player, so therefore I would love to keep him in the squad. But Matteo De Sciglio, they want 11.5 million for him. He is quite a young right back. He's only 20 years old and he's from AC Milan, sorry. But I believe 11.5 million is quite a good reasonable price for him, because I think we do have a lot of money since we did sell Luis Suarez for 75 million to what they called Barcelona. So therefore I think I should reinvest the money in a player that has got good potential. But here are the players that you guys wanted me to sign. The first one is Simone Scuffet. You wanted me to sign him instead of Brad Jones, as Brad Jones is 31 years old, and Simone Scuffet, he's probably got a higher rating than Brad Jones, because Brad Jones is 71 rated and he's 31 years old, and Scuffet is only 17 years old. So we do put an offer in to Udinese. But also we're looking to sign Benatia, but then it says he's only just recently joined from Fiorentina, I think, or Rome, I'm not sure, but he's just recently signed from someone, so therefore we're not going to be able to bring him in. But this is the main man we want to sign this transfer window. He goes by the name of Marco Reus. He's 85 rated, he plays left mid, and he's only 24 years old. He's got amazing stats, and I'd love to bring him into the club at Liverpool, but I think it will be very, very hard, and they want a hefty sum for him. Also, Karim Benzema is another player that you guys suggested. He's got very good stats, 85 rated, and he's only 25 years old as well. So we decided to just put a straight in 30 million offer for him, as I don't really want to offer players because I think we want a big, strong squad. And the next player we were going to go into offer for is Divock Origi. He is only 18 years old. He's a left winger, so he's no way going to be a first team starter, especially if Marco Reus comes. They're going to be fighting with Marco Reus, Origi, Markovic and Sterling are all going to be fighting for the positions, so therefore it'll be a pretty good battle. But we do get a transfer offer for Ricky Lambert, but there's no way we're going to be selling Ricky Lambert. He's only just recently arrived to the club, and therefore we don't want to be selling him, but he is in my plans. Even though he's not going to be a first team player, I do believe he is a very good player to bring off the bench or even play in the cup games, as I think he could really offer something new to the team. We do get an offer for Martin Skirtle. We decide to reject or counter the offer for 10 million. If they do up the bid for 10 million, we will let Martin Skirtle go, as we do have many centre backs at Liverpool. We do have the likes of Kolo Toure, Lovren, who's recently signed. We also have Daniel Agger, Skirtle, obviously if he leaves, and we also have Mamadou Sakho. So we have 5 centre backs, so I wouldn't be bothered if one of them goes, and hopefully they could fund us to try and bring in the likes of Marco Reus, which would be very good if they did. But actually they do get another transfer offer for Ricky Lambert, but once again we do go ahead and decline it. Simone Scuffet, we decided to up the bid to 1.5 million, as Udinese did not accept our original bid of 1 million, so therefore hopefully they can come back and accept that. But we do get the transfer offer accepted for Matteo De Sciglio, the 20-year-old right back. We do go and offer him a 60 grand a week contract, and he will be a crucial first team player if he does come to us, as we don't have any other right backs apart from Martin Kelly. Flanagan, I'm not a big fan of Flanagan, but I do pretty much like Martin Kelly, so Martin Kelly would be our backup right back. Origi, they said 1 million wasn't enough, so we decided to up it for 3 million, because I think he's very young, and hopefully he'll be in the high 60s, and if we're lucky, low 70s, so hopefully he'll be a promising player to bring in. And I do know at this moment in time, Liverpool have agreed a 10 million deal to sign him in real life, so it'd be even more realistic if we bring him in, which would be good. And Marco Reus, we do have to go back in, and they wanted 38 million, but we decided to offer 35 at the moment. And as you see there, Martin Skirtle does actually get sold to Monaco for 10 million, but we only get allocated 8 million. But Karim Benzema does come back and accept, or Real Madrid come back and accept the 30 million, and we go in and offer him a contract to see if he'll accept. I don't think he'll accept, because they've normally come back with like he loves living in Spain, etc. He wants more money. But we do have to go in and offer a new contract or a new bid for Simone Scuffet as well. We had to end up upping it to 1.8 million. But good news here, Matteo De Sciglio does actually come into the squad. We have to pay 11.5 million for him and a 60 grand wage. So it did cost us a hefty sum, but I think he'll be worth it as he will be playing first team football constantly. Also, Origi has accepted, or will hopefully accept, the 20 grand a week as he will be on more, and we do actually say he's going to be a squad rotation player because I don't want to promise him things that he's not going to be. But 3 million for him I don't think is a bad price, and still they would not accept 35 million for Marco Reus. They wanted the whole 38 million, which I decided we did have to up, and in the end we did up to 38 million, so hopefully he will come to us in the end from Borussia Dortmund. Also, Karim Benzema does accept the contract offer, and he is the biggest player so far to sign for the club, and I'm really looking forward to playing with Daniel Sturridge and Karim Benzema up front, and also Ricky Lambert and Loic Remy will be on the bench, so two very, very good players. Or Loic Remy, with his potential and skills and pace and everything, he could be challenging for a first team squad anyway. But another player joins us in the end. Divock Origi is another player that has come in. 3 million he cost us, and only 20,000 on the wage budget, so he's not very expensive. But Marco Reus, or Borussia Dortmund I should say, do go ahead and accept the bid for him, which we're very, very pleased about. But unfortunately we do not have enough money in our transfer negotiations to go ahead and offer him a contract, so therefore we're going to have to try and adjust it in the finances, but we do encounter a problem. We cannot adjust it. As you see, we do go back in and come back out again, and we just cannot find the right balance, so we have to go ahead and try and sell some players. Jordan Lucy is one of them that we really, there's no point us keeping. We're better off offloading him to a lower league club where he's going to be getting first team football, but I don't see him having a lot of potential side to side just to let him go. As you see there, Marco Reus doesn't accept the offer and he wants a lot more, so we do offer 180 grand as a crucial first team player, and hopefully he will come in. But before that, we do make the mistake of accepting Simone Scuffet into the squad, and therefore that does cause us problems because now we don't have enough money on the wage budget or on the transfer budget to actually go ahead and sign Marco Reus. So therefore we do end up having to try and sell players, and Brad Jones we decided to put up on the transfer market because now we've got Simone Scuffet. We're not going to be using Brad Jones, and I think it's a waste of time, and I don't want him to finish his career sitting on the bench for Liverpool. I prefer him to go to a lower league club and to be getting first team football. But as you see there, the transfer offer does become accepted for Marco Reus, but we were 70,000 short, so unfortunately we couldn't go ahead and buy him. So therefore you will see in the up and coming minutes how we went about this problem and tried to sell some players. But our first friendly, we do decide to see him against Nantes, and we end up winning 3-0. So very good. Lambert, Markovic and Coutinho get the goals. So very good there, as we also get through injury free, which I'm very pleased about. We do get an offer for Daniel Agger from Manchester United, but they are bitter rivals, so we're gonna say if you want him, you're gonna have to pay a hefty sum. You're gonna have to pay 16 million, which is double his valuation. So I don't think Man United are gonna up that. But if they do, fair enough, and I'll just go out and buy another player. But as you see there, they do come back and say no, sorry, we don't believe he's worth that much, which I'm perfectly happy about because Daniel Agger is probably going to be a first team centre back for me. We do get an offer from Monaco as well for Dejan Lovren, which we're not going to accept because we've just sold Martin Skrtel to Monaco, and we do also get an offer for 23 million from Spurs for Daniel Sturridge, but also there is no way in a million years Daniel Sturridge leaving this club unless we do get a bid from a very, very big club that will prepare to pay that 40 million for him. So therefore we do go into our second friendly, and we do end up losing 2-1 away to Mönchengladbach Blackback. I can't never pronounce their team, but anyway, we do end up losing 2-1, and Malapa does get the goal for them. Malapa is a very good striker, which I'm interested in signing, but I don't really think I need to waste more money on buying a striker because I've got plenty of them, and we've also got Yesil as well. So Yesil is quite a good striker that can find his way into the, maybe if he plays well, maybe you get a cup game here and there, or come on as a substitute. But actually they would do sell another player, which it's only 70 grand, so pretty much you don't even notice it when you've got a big club like Liverpool. When you're playing with like someone like AFC Wimbledon, then you do notice 70 grand, but when you're playing for Liverpool, 70 grand is like peanuts. But we do go into our final friendly, and it is against Bordeaux, and we do end up winning 2-0. Daniel Sturridge, and yes, he'll get in the goal, but also Steven Gerrard missed a penalty, which is a little bit annoying because Steven Gerrard's penalties are normally very, very reliable on the game. We do also got an offer for Stephen Semmer, a centre-back, 63 rated, only 20 years old, but he's still not going to be in my plans for this year. As you guys know, FIFA 15 will be coming out, and therefore we're not going to get many seasons in as Liverpool. Hopefully we'll try and get one in a whole season, which would be very good if we could. But we do get another transfer offer for Brad Jones. We do go ahead and accept it. It was from QPR. So hopefully if he goes to QPR, he will get some first team football, which would be good to see. And I don't really mind selling him to another Premier League club because he's not the best of players. If it was someone like Markovic or Gerrard or someone like that, then yeah, I wouldn't sell him. But we do try and adjust the budget once more, but once again, we cannot adjust the budget. So we do have to try and end up selling more players, but so we do go in and offer him 3 grand less to see if he does go ahead and accept it. So he ends up offering 177,000, I believe, on the wage budget, which would be good if we get him for 3 grand cheaper a week, which will make a little bit of a difference. But as you see there, it's because every time I look at him, I think I would really love to play with him at Liverpool because I think he could bring so much into the club and he could really, really boost our title hopes and chances of doing well in the Champions League. So I'm going to do everything within my power to try and get him in. And also, I know Liverpool in real life are really after him, so it'd be good if we could bring him in. But the transfer offer or the contract offer was declined for Marco Rose, so we do have to go in and offer him another one, which you'll see in a minute. We do go in and up it a little bit more, 177.3, I think we up it to now. So yeah, so basically we're trying to, and we only leave £3 or €3 a week free. So hopefully he'll go ahead and accept that. But we do also offer a 5% discount or bonus, I should say, if he scores a goal, which would be good. But as you see there, that is pretty much going to be it for this episode. Our next game will be up against Stoke, and it will be the first game of the Barclays Premier League. So thank you so much for watching this episode. Please leave your like down below, as it don't take a second, and it really, really does help my channel out, so I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.